What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Circon is here bringing you guys another replay. This time around, we're following OverThrill from the TLC clan in the, I call it the Hawk 12, the AWK 12, the German, sort of new Tier 8 Scout. And we're here in Muravanka. There's Tier 9s in the games, there's Tier 7s in the game, so there's the free 7-5, matchmaking once again. And it's also encounter, which means there's only one cap circle, and it is at E2. And Muravanka means that usually there's some shit going down in the cap circle, because Muravanka gets capped so many times. It's kind of crazy. So he does an amazing spotting run here on Muravanka in encounter. You can easily do this. As we try to shoot LTV, that's a bit of a weird shot. Speaking of the gun, by the way, the gun is fairly decent. I think if you run Rammer on it, and not even burst an arm set, you have about 2200 DPM, which is decent. So you take it out a hit though. 240 damage, 180 pen, 250 pen on the heat with 240, and then the HE is 45 with 320 damage. As we just do scouting run after scouting run, I'm pretty sure I just picked up a scout medal like in the first second of the game, and Muravanka encounter, that is an easy one to do, but it's still nice to get that going and to see where the whole team is going. So, what is so special about the Hawker 12? Nothing much, really. I haven't actually played this on live server at all, and I was really interested in seeing it, because I don't really see this tank too much. At Tier 8, I tend to see a lot of LVDBs and Bulldogs. As we, oh, don't even get the kill on that one, but we did do a little bit of damage. Our first damage done. 1100 spotting as well. Do another spotting run here. The Liv and the T-44-1 are getting close. As you can see in the minimap, we're losing this flank hard. Most of the team will actually win for the other flank. We also lost 3 tanks already. They're all Tier 7, except for the bunch of 12 of course, it's Tier 8. So this is a bit of a problem. ISV is about to die. Liv is not paying attention. T-44-1 fires, and now he goes in for the shot. Actually hits a tree, and that's something I've been doing a lot more. Oh, he actually takes one that tracks the Lerva. Can he get him? Well, I think he manages to get away. Very cheeky run there. He could have easily blown up, or at least lost most of his life there, but we get away with it, so it was worth in the end. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit cheeky. Try to hand, or, free aim the T-44-1 on the move, as he has to make his escape. Now, like I said, Muravanka encounter usually always goes to this damn cap, and the 890 line is a really awkward fight usually. And now it comes down to, can the enemy reset quick enough? And, what can we do here? T-54-E1, we do not want to wrestle with that. The autoloader can easily take us out in 2 shots if he's really lucky, but usually in 3 shots. T-44-1 comes in, and 32 seconds on the clock. And this is why, like, Muravanka encounter is not my favorite encounter ever, because this is always awkward. Like, how fast do they reset? Will they even reset? Because if you full cap now, everybody loses, basically. There's no winners here. But I think he does a really good job at trying to stay mobile, and they know he has to reset, and he's not in the cap, so he will not be a priority target to be shot at. So he just needs to get in a good position to shoot all of these guys streaming in to reset the cap and get some side shots, and that's exactly what OverThrill is going to do here. Hits the Bulldog. Bulldog's not auto-loading. Gets help from the IS there. Nice snipe by the IS. That was actually a decent amount of range there for the IS snipe. There it is. So that was good. Otherwise, that would have been pretty awkward. Can he get the snipe in the T-44-1? It was a one-shot. Shoots the E1 once. Absolutely fine. You just need to get these picks off. And this is another thing about these about this tank. It does have really good gun depression. -10. Kills the T-44-1. The E1 is also one shot down because it's a pretty good shot. Snapshots the super pushing in the side. Doesn't quite connect though. And this is what I like to see, right? They've reset the cap, but now they're all in awkward positions. And this is usually what happens. Like, this is why I don't really like this encounter too much, because this happens far too much. Can you get the shot in the low? That'd be nice. Making him a one shot. I don't think he can actually connect. Nope. Goes back to the super pushing. A nice little snapshot there into the side. I like that. Also, I think I might have tracked him almost, like if he had... Oh, no, super pushing, smells blood. So this is also what I like. OverThrill, it seems like he takes good care of the minimap as well. He sees the liver coming in. T-43 is a one-shot. The Email 2 needs to stay alive and has a long reload. So the liver kills the obvious target here, the T-43. But here, if we look at the minimap, all the people are spotted, right? The Lorraine got spotted. Obviously, he's not going to be anywhere around. And there's 4 normal tanks. The Löwe is here. The Super Pershing and the T10 WZ are all spotted. This Löwe is completely on his own. And his retreat from there makes me think that OverThrill saw this on the minimap and just went ham. He's like, all right, he's probably going to shoot the T-43 or even me. But that's fine because I can take this guy out in 2 shots and use my mobility to the fullest, right? So now in his reload, he can shoot the Löwe once, uses his mobility. Löwe turret is pretty damn fast, but he gets around anyway. And now, needs to get the side shot, doesn't want to hit the front, of course. He could have shot the side of the turret to be a little bit faster kill, but that's absolutely fine. So now, what has he done? He opened up this entire flank here. There's a Lorraine on the side, there's an email 2 hold down, or almost hold down here. There's a Super Pershing T10 and a WZ. The Lorraine is not in a lot of trouble, because he's only in a house, he can't really retreat anywhere. But OverThrill, for himself, and obviously for the team, but obviously for him, he's going to be having total side shots here, and really open up the flank. And this is what you need to carry games in light tanks. You need these open spaces. And this is exactly what he's going to do here. Take the double bush. Actually, this is a mistake. He shoots the Super Pershing, which is fine, but he didn't use the bush to the full extent, because he could have actually just been fully in stealth there. Now, they could have seen him coming already, because he killed the Löwe and almost straight away went here. And, you know, he could have done like a fake, and could have faked going back to the Emil, and then go back around. That would have been probably the optimal choice, but I still like what he does here. And goes to retreat as much as possible. So, yeah, gets spotted by the Super Pershing again. He misses the shot, keeps going. I mean, you could return fire right after the shot. This is a little bit late. And he actually eats the shot for that as well. So once you get shot at, once that shot has happened, you want to instantly check if you can shoot or not. You can first person see the, you know, see if you can find the silhouette. If not, don't stop after that. Well, unless it's like an E100 or whatever and it has a long reload. But Super Pershing around 6 seconds, you don't really want to fuck with that. So now we see that the Lorraine died and the Super Pershing is on his ass. But he's a one-shot. T10 is nowhere near one-shot, and I'm not quite sure about the WZ health, and I don't think OverThrill is either, and then there's artillery. So again, he's kind of giving away where he's going to the Super Pershing and the T10, but I think OverThrill has almost no choice but to at least help the Emil out for as long as possible, and if they farm the Emil, because this Emil is going to require a bunch of shots, at least he can shoot them whilst they farm the Emil 2, and if they start turning around because he's shooting them, that buys the Emil 2 more time, and maybe he's able to shoot one more clip, right? Spots the Super Pershing here, and I don't think he actually gets spotted by the set Super Pershing, so he gets spotted, he thinks it's more in front of him, and then OverThrill, beautiful side shot here, way too late, Super Pershing's like, oh shit! And he dies right there. WZ 101, actually that's a really good spot coming up behind the Emil, and now we can shoot the D10 in the side. I think that even hit the turret. And this is all the shots he will ever get, because the WZ actually had a really good move in coming up behind him. Gets a nice cheeky shot with the heat into the WZ. 250 against the heat, or against the front of the WZ, is pretty decent. The pike nose kind of gets negated then. The 250 can kind of pen that relatively easily. Still a cheeky shot, and it's the first heat he fired, I think. So what now? He's on his own. We're on Murfank, which is a big open map. They're also on encounter, and he gets spotted again by the T10. T10, pretty damn fast for a heavy, obviously. That's why most people call it more of a heavium. I think that's the unofficial name for these kind of things. And they're right on his ass, and he just has to keep going, right? He might be able to take a cheeky shot at WZ again, but the T10 will definitely spot him, and he can be a one-shot for that if he high rolls or loaded HE. And that's another downside of this tank, is that it has absolutely no armor. It has 15 turret front and then 10 on the sides, and hull is 14.5, which is an odd number, but hey, that is what it is. T10 gets spotted again. Gotta keep moving. Hopefully he doesn't get spotted. I'm not sure what his camo crew is. Does get spotted. I'm guessing he doesn't have full camo crew, because these things do have quite a significant amount of camo amongst the tier 8 scouts. But again, I like what he's doing here, and he has to run away. He has to use free range for his full advantage, and these are the games I like. If I get in a situation like this, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is the game I signed up for. Actually goes for the tracking shot. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I would have just gone for the padding shot with the heat on the front. WZ gets spotted. Oh, this is awkward. He can be a one-shot for the WZ. The tracks eat it. Incredibly lucky. Now he just take the time and kill him. You just have to take the time and kill him. What are you? Oh, RT fired as well. T10 is coming in behind him. This is a bit of a misplay. T10 is right on his ass, right behind him. Artillery fired. Artillery gets spotted because of that as well. So now, optimally, he would load HE for the Lorraine, right? That's the optimal way right now. But, I mean, a lot of things are happening. T10 gets spotted again behind him on the hill. He gets spotted again. Oh my god, he's getting away with a lot of shit. T10 kind of snaps fires there. Lorraine actually comes in and does not go for the... didn't run away at all in the A line. And he gets a nice shot on him. Auto aim. Look where he's going. Looks towards the T10 now, you know, making sure that he has some terrain between them. He's kind of in the open now, though. T10 shows up again. Oh, this is really, really close. Nice kill on artillery, though. Like I said, the only thing he could have done better is load HE there. T10 shoots on the move. Oh, this is crazy. This is such a crazy game now, because the T10 is so unbelievably fast. It's kind of crazy to see this. We're going 65 kilometers an hour, and this T10 will just not let up. And the T10 is smart as well for going after him as hard as he is, because if OverThrill gets away now, he can use fuel range until the end of time to reset him in the cap. Oh, gets a shot. He takes the hit of the T10, pens the T10 with the heat in the front. He has to be careful with the heat though. Oh, almost gets the ram. 10 health. Obviously the T10 shot him, so he had a little bit of time to make another shot happen, and now he tries to get away again. And I can see why you want to do this, but this is so... Oh my god, this is so close. Literally dancing with the devil right now, and I can see why you want to get that range off, but... Whew, this is crazy. T10 gonna follow him again, but he's gonna climb the hill a little bit, so that gives him the advantage. He might be able to get away in full view range here. And I think he finally got that T10 off his ass. That was so crazy. The T10, incredibly fast tank for the heavy status there. And now it's anybody's game. It's 4 minutes. It is in counter, so capping is not quite as easy because it takes forever in this mode. Like if it was a normal game, you could maybe cap, but now OverThrill kind of has the advantage in the few range game. Still has to be super... Oh, T10 gives away the position. He goes for the cap. It's 3 minutes 20, and there's a little below 4 minutes as he goes in. So he does have a little bit of time. And now, this is exactly what OverThrill probably wanted, is him in the cap. At least that's what I would want in a game like this. You now know exactly where he is, and OverThrill dictates the battle, because he can choose where he's going to come from. And it being an encounter game, he can come up from anywhere. And I like the decision he makes here. He double backs around the same area he was last spotted, which is at least likely corner to come from. And he's gonna probably go for these bushes here and try and see if he can get shots into the cap. Now, if the T10 is a smart man, he is probably cresting this hill here, if you can see my marker on the minimap. So that kind of negates most possible spotting spots, right? Because he's going to be really dumb if he's in the back here, because that opens him up for so many more routes towards him. And OverThrill has got to be careful here. Inches forward. Spots the T10. Actually, is in the spot that I would go to. But he kind of peaked as well, so now he knows he's there. 2 minutes. Oh, this is absolutely great. These are the games that, if I played these games, these are the games that are like, yes, this is World of Tanks, right? These kind of scout games where you're the last one alive, you manage to kill 1 or 2 tanks on your own, and now he's going to be hyper aggressive here. Comes in with the T10. The T10 got spotted. He doesn't know what the fuck is happening to him. He aims to the wrong side first. This is exactly what OverThrill needed. T10 playing wall pretty much the whole game. Now kind of screwing up. Oh, the turret traverse is super fast. Can he get that last hit in? I think we got it. Oh my god. What a game. OverThrill, also a Twitch sub on my channel, threw this up on the Discord. And I checked out the score. I was like, man, that's a pretty good score. And then check out how he did it. And boy, was it worthwhile to check out. Actually kind of risky at the same time, because the last shell here went into the space side armor with heat. So he could have actually fucked that up. But alas, what a game, what a finish. Doing some significant damage here. Over 4,000 damage, only 1,100 spotting that he picked up at the very beginning of the game. But man, I think we can all agree that this was a pretty damn nice game. In a tank, you don't see too much. Like I said, I feel like in tier 8 scouts, you mostly see the Betchat because there's such a big grind. Or you see the Bulldog or the LTB, stuff like that. So the Hawk 12, as I like to call it. By God. Very good game, very good game. Of course, we got to do the post-game stats, so let's take a look at that real quick here. So it was an ace, surprising absolutely no one. He picked up the Orlix, the Top Gun, lost some credits because of the heat spam in the end. I think he only packs 10 in total, so he shot almost everything in the end against the WZ in the T10, which is, you know, understandable. WZ on the enemy team had a really good game as well. The T10 did not do that much, but, you know, average, I'd say. The Email 2 held out for as long as he could, and the Lorraine helped out a lot. The rest of the team didn't do too much there. Actually, with Premium, he did make credits here. 21,000, spending 60k in ammo, and absolutely nothing in consumables. So I'm guessing he had consumables in the garage, or in the hangar, or the depot, whatever it's called in this game. So, yeah, almost 13-minute game. Super, super cool game. Thank you so much, OverThrill, for sending it in. I had a blast watching it. Hopefully you did too. And, you know, if you did, don't forget to subscribe. Maybe check out some more of my videos. If you have good replays, go to WhatRecord, circon.whatrecord.com. Upload your own of the current patch, preferably in a rare tank or a tank that doesn't see action too much, because those are the replays I like the most. And maybe you'll get featured on the channel as well. That's all for me for tonight. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Peace out, guys.